What's up YouTube, SeaGate here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the SeaGate Free Agent GoFlex. I've had this particular hard drive for about 3 months now. I got it back in September, about 2 weeks before we moved into this house. So I've had it for quite a while, and I figured I'd go ahead and shoot a review for you guys. Right now I have it inside of this case. I got this particular case for it at Walmart. It's $10, I think. It's pretty decent little case. It's got a nice hard thing on the top here, but the bottom is just soft. They had another one where it was like this on both sides, but I think it was a little bit more expensive, and I didn't really want to pay a ton of money on it because I am not going to be taking this thing. I'm not going to be carrying this thing around with me everywhere I go. It'd just be nice to have it in a case, just so you know. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, this is how I store it in this little case here. So, yeah, I mean, if you want a case for it, I would recommend this one because it's cheap and it does work. So anyway, let's go ahead and open it up and we can see the particular hard drive. And also, if you want to see what the packaging looks like, so that way you know what it is you're getting. I did make an unboxing for it, so if you want to see that, go ahead and click on the annotation. Actually, you don't click on the annotation because I won't be able to put an annotation. So, look in the description. There will be a link in there. Why, you ask? Because my school is... I'm not going to say it, actually. Yeah, my school has, for some reason, blocked the... I can put annotations in videos, I just can't link to videos and annotations anymore. They blocked that capability, so just look in the description. That's going to be the best I can do. Anyway, boom. Wow. It's very bright yellow. I do like that a lot. Anyway, here is the the hard drive itself, and here is the cable it came with. So, let's go ahead and have a look at it. So, this here's the hard drive. You've seen it's got a very nice, shiny, glossy plastic around it. It does come in different colors. I opted out for the black one because I like the black one. It does come in blue and red. I've seen green sometimes. Yeah, you can get them in a pretty wide array of colors. Although I think I just said all of them. So yeah, there you go. I do like how on the back it's got this matte kind of finish to it. Does look pretty nice. You've got some stuff on here like some serial numbers and blah blah blah, FCC crap. Pretty cool. So yeah, it looks nice. It's very small, very thin. Everybody I've showed this to have mentioned to me that it's very tiny, and that it is. Although I really thought it was about the standard size of a hard drive. I didn't really think that it was small, so I don't know. It is pretty thin though. I do like how thin it is. But anyway, yeah, it's a pretty nice form factor. It is very solid. It feels like a brick. Okay, it's not heavy, so to speak, but it feels solid. Okay, it doesn't feel cheap. Okay. And, you know, speaking of cheap, let's go ahead and get into the price because, you know, it feels quality, but it is pretty stinking cheap. This is a 500 gigabyte model. I got this for $50 at Walmart, okay? $50 for 500 gigs, okay? If you do the math, well, it's pretty simple. If we simplify that a little bit and do 50 divided by 5, or I guess it would be 5 divided by 50 would be, I want to say 0.10. So each gigabyte costs a dime. Okay? So yeah, you cannot that's what it is. So you cannot really go wrong there. Although you might want to correct my math just in case. But yeah, each gigabyte costs a dime, so that's not bad at all. It's really good. So I think that's right. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure that's correct though. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, it's very cheap. And they make a terabyte model of this that costs $89. So that's an even better deal, alright? That is like, I want to say maybe 6 or 7 cents per gigabyte. The reason why I did not opt for that one is because, well, A, I didn't have that kind of money with me at the time, and B, I don't really need a gigabyte or a terabyte portable external hard drive, but I might get that one in the future, who knows. But anyway, yeah, so it's pretty stinking cheap. Even though it feels really solid, it's pretty affordable. So yeah, I would definitely say that this is something good to get if you just need a portable hard drive and you don't have a ton of money to fork over. This is the way to go, I think. So yeah. Getting into transfer speeds and stuff, I really don't know what the transfer speeds on this thing are. If you do look at the USB port, it is a USB 3.0 device. I have been using it with USB 2.0. I do not have any computers that support USB 3.0. I think it says on here that it's USB 3. Yeah, it does. This little tag states that it's the GoFlex USB 3.0. But it does work with USB 2.0, and it actually is pretty fast. If I remember to, I'm probably going to throw in a quick little screen recording of this particular video that I'm shooting right now being transferred over to the hard drive, and I'm probably going to put that up in the particular video. So yeah, I mean, it's a excuse me, it's pretty decent speed if you ask me. So anyway, that's probably going to be the best I can do for that particular demonstration. It's pretty fast. It's actually quite fast, but that might also have to do with my computer. Or it's not really my computer, so to speak, but I guess it would vary depending on the computer, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty dang fast, so that's obviously a big plus. Now, something else that I wanted to mention is, well, actually, before I get into that, let me go ahead and get into why this is called the FreeAgent GoFlex. Because of this little feature right here. This is what really differentiates it from other hard drives. This little piece right here, you can see it looks kind of like a separate piece. That's because it is a separate piece. You can actually pop this little piece here off. I'm still not entirely sure what this port here is. I still want to say that's eSATA, but obviously I really don't know. I don't think I've seen an eSATA port before. But yeah, you can swap these out for different things, depending on whatever really you want to. I think there's one for mini USB, one for micro USB. There's probably one for I don't know. There's a ton of them. There's actually an adapter you can buy. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to say it's an adapter. It might actually be just a separate hard drive. But there's one you can buy that'll let you power it off of batteries and be able to use it as a wireless network attached storage device, or a NAS. So that's pretty cool. You can turn it into a NAS. I think there's an attachment, although this might be for the full size version, which is not very portable. It's like a 3.5-inch SATA drive that you can use to hook to your TV and have a little entertainment center. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff with this hard drive because of these little attachments. So you can buy these somewhere, I don't really know where, but yeah, if you just want to try that out, you can. That's what makes it so flexible, and it's also very well optimized for both Windows and Macintosh. I haven't really checked that yet, even though I do have both. My Mac in safe mode will not recognize flash drives unless it's formatted to extended journaled, and for those of you who don't know, I have to boot my iMac in safe mode right now because of a problem it has if I want to use it. So I really can't say for sure how well this works with a Mac, but I would imagine it worked fine, and I do hope to get that thing fixed, hopefully within the next few months, because I'd like to get that thing up and running, so I might be able to edit video and stuff on it, but that's the point. Yeah, so that's that's that. Excuse me. Okay, now one thing I wanted to touch on real quickly is that I recently dropped this. Okay, now usually if you drop a hard drive, that is pretty bad news, but the thing is that obviously this is a portable hard drive, so it's got a 2.5-inch drive in it, and one of the differences between a full-size hard drive and a portable 2.5-inch hard drive like this one is the parking position. All right, if you can envision a disk right here and a reading arm on a 3.5-inch one, when there's no power to the disk, the arm is directly on the disk when it's asleep, meaning the disk is spun down, but it rests against the little spindle here, I guess, if that's what you call it. But on a 2.5-inch one, because it's obviously these are designed for laptops and stuff, so it actually rests off of the platters. So you've got the platters here, and then it kind of rests off to the side here. So since I dropped it, the platters were untouched. So that's how that worked. But yeah, I mean, even still, it actually works fine, even though I dropped it. And I dropped it from a pretty good height. I didn't mean to drop it. I accidentally dropped it, but I dropped it. It fell off of a table, and it landed on a concrete floor. Okay, concrete, not a carpet or any of that stuff. It was concrete. I was pretty dang worried about it, but I was so relieved to see that it still worked after I plugged it in. So, yeah, and it's actually working just like it was when I got it brand new. So that's obviously a really good feature. That's obviously really good. So the build quality is actually really nice. It didn't, like, the casing didn't snap off or anything. It's perfect. I was pretty impressed by that. So it's a good build quality, obviously, which is important. That's really all I know to talk about this thing. It's really good for the price. I would highly recommend it. Yeah, it was pretty small. Yeah, so if you need something portable like this, go ahead and go for that. So that's pretty much it for the review. So anyway, if you if you like this video, you can tell me that in the comment. If you didn't like it, tell me in the comment. I don't really care, but yeah, it's pretty. If someone were to ask me, if they should get this, I would say yes, get it. It's really good for the money. It's cheap, and it's affordable. Obviously, you get it in pretty decent size. A terabyte for $90 and 500 gigabytes in this case for $50. It's a really, really good deal. You probably could beat it, but it's really good. It's a really good deal. I would definitely say that it is well worth it for the $50 that you pay for a 500 gig or the $90 that you pay for the terabyte. So that's my opinion, at least. So let me know what you think about it. If you happen to have one, you can tell me what you think of yours. Did yours crap out on you like within the year of owning it? I've only had mine for 3 months. I have no idea. Does it still work after like owning it for 2 years or something, if they were existing in 2 years ago? But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching, and adios.